on Fox 8 back in New Orleans. You're my decision maker.
Okay.
Through Brandon Ingram. That's the way you start.
You know, when you talk about top young talents,
That averages 23-24 a game last year. 44%. Herb, take it yourself. He will.
to different sides of the floor. It's old school.
Still got to Collins, though. And he will. Steals. Second and a flex. Murray. Man, it's time of the shot clock. As far, it'll be Hunter. And with the
That's his
basketball.
spot right there, too.
You got him. Man, they got the switch. That's not going to be there. But again, Murphy. It has really grown. Jonas, tall ball.
That's right.
On Collins. Out there.
It's great to see him out there.
And 5-year-old for the Pels. Splits a pair. We talked about defensive efficiency.
Nate McMillan wants to play.
The Congo. It'll be a deep one for Brandon.
These are all rhythm. These are all rhythm jump.
Was like that. Ingram.
And right now.
Hey,
Head in the water. He catches the ball. That
transition.
Right. That's the take foul.
Right.
Right.
Like. And. Her battling.
MVP chance last week in this.
In a couple of games before the home. And. Yep. Take the Congo.
Better friends, make the shot.
Right. Get a lead for the Pels.
Well, when you get up to a good attendant rolling down the middle of the floor.
Yep. Trey.
On the floor and attack the rim. Yeah. Simply ask a question. How do you call it in it? Punish him.
And he lost. They call the foul on Najee.
He is one of those guys.
Najee got the call, but you can see two starters. Jonas didn't play. Good.
That pick and roll with Devontae Graham.
We're not surprised. Herb's a great young. We're all fortunate to get the free throw line to make it a 10-point game. Had a good
Herb defensively. He's definitely ahead of.
All right. So go to Pelicans. Step through.
To use his body to get.
Three still to play in the opening 12 minutes. Started in Washington last year. Story. Nice baseline look. Sweet setup. Najee from the baseline. And it cost him? No. He's rubbed by Jalen Johnson with his brother Aaron trying to get. Oh, yeah.
That's good action.
Oh, man. 40 to play.
You are not, man, look, you ain't getting me.
In the gym. And what building block toys, lots of things. Get the Smoothie King Center this season.
Some camaraderie, some chemistry.
Over the big man.
Good.
Tyson on the trail. He's also got to shoot Jalen Johnson. He's got 7-second difference. Other guys are on. And
in a Portland Trailblazers second year, different guys.
Don't have to put pressure on your bench. Get up, get up, get up. It'll be a long.
Thank you.
Here at Legacy. And the pace changes when he's on. Now, end of the shot clock. CJ. Yeah, smart play by Jusky here. He needs reps. Herb all year long. Herb had Jonte. That's not his game. Deep for CJ. Then Kaminsky. Jose gets into the in touches. Trey Young was.
Well, you know what I mean? So now you have two stellar.
Good take. CJ didn't get. It's going to be a shot clock by.
Bumping him when needed and using his size. And
Justin Holiday, his game. Harry. 3-ball. And the preseason. Coming out of the timeout. 6 minutes. Ingram.
He's out defensively.
It's a good pass. As Johnson passed. Dyson. We see some blocked away, but it goes right to
of himself.
Trey.
It's a good pass.
Yep. It's Evan Jones. Brandon Ingram. He's got Jonas. He needed a touch.
Now 5 minutes and 41 seconds.
Murray, who looks for a triple, and look. Man, backdoor run.
Guarding Jose right there, overplayed the play.
Trey Young, too good a look. Now Herb off the highs on the shot clock. Brandon, do it yourself. Even an inadvertent whistle.
Support. It kind of speaks to
incredible transformation. 18th on guys. Extra pass. Herb too strong. Young on the step back. And give and go. The basketball. They got real. They're 4 of 10 on their size. Nice pass.
Through their third progression, finds Jonas. It looks seamless. He seems like he's.
One's a deep ball threat.
Yeah, but the thing.
The Spurs got 3 picks out of 7 and 29. Are the 3
plays here. Love it. Shot like that.
Ooh. 20 and his staff. We know a bunch of the guys on the
basketball. He spent hours and hours, and the work ethic that he puts in support.
Real conversation. That's a great pass by Trey Young.
The offense and one. But he said, how is it going to work when you could pass for Hunter? And the training first half. It'll be the mid-range.
Yeah.
A 1-point lead for the Hawks. They're going to be able. Jonte launches.
Trae Young, excellent read by Trae, hitting.
And how about that? And what a bounce by Trae Young. Ball from behind. Young, to watch him.
Yeah, this is a guard dominated
Right,
league. Andre Hunter
complement
as well.
each other because of the skill set. It'll be Justin and he catch and shoot time. And he came.
Preseason game. Really well forced out. It's about getting your young.
Was in their early rotation though. Punch forward. Man, it's an easy catch and shoot and a block. And they'll let him play.
Getting that steal and then finish.
That's a sign of maturity. 2 minutes gone by in the third. Aaron Holiday deep into the shot clock. Minutes for the mere fact, as on Bally Sports New Orleans, first half. Johnson caught in the air. Was with them the last couple of years. They had extended Herter already on his second. That frees up the corner. 3. 6-point game. Leaking out. It'll be Brandon.
Throw turnovers.
Heads up.
You can have on horse blinders.
Yep. In personnel.
Are by far the best building in the G.
Constantly in and out.
The back end, a really thorough job of trying. When I met him, I know he's 19.
Going from second to fifth and down to third. Kind of
Tuesday before we flew to Miami, and I said,
Head coach of the squadron, Jonas, good look. Do that with John Butler. Why did they mean that waived him for the G League purpose?
and contract guys for the last 2 months to pay dividends once we get to our season.
style would you want to?
The G League, you're trying to make the NBA, and in the way that Willie Green, it's amazing. I mean, if you're not getting time in the NBA, both of those games.
Yeah, speaking of, we were different mentally when they come back. There's a different.
Confidence.
It's everything.
Confidence changes, and we saw what happened. A head coach one day, I did not think I would get.
Daniels does such a good job with out or whatever. Stay in between.
And on the tape, didn't wait a couple of years ago. Man, Larry with a vet. And breaking the rhythm of the game. Stays dedicated himself to work on the 3. Soft touch. And you can see it in the game.
20 years old.
Yeah,
They are.
They
and how we.
wrong guy to lead. Now, good movement off the ball. For the easy one for Culver. It'll be the mid-range of Larry Saint, coach of the squadron. Culver, one of the best cities in the G.
Make the Pelicans who they are.
Time. Kept alive by L's team. Culver. Air balls given away. Najee, little floater.
I love that shot.
Backpedaling, put on the brakes.
Right, he's backpedaling.
Nice, Jose. Don't forget, Zion didn't play tonight. Corner 3, Jose. Larry's got it. Dyson on the over. Help defense. Thanks to everybody in Birmingham. And all. He's still got the mismatch, doesn't he? Larry having kick.
New Orleans Pelicans. They've been doing a fan tape.
Better communication.
And you know a team is, it talked about Jose's ability to tune like that's incredibly gone.
Bowling Green.
That basketball, he actually has to go.
His dad had a good career.
Nice on Plowden.
Goodbye, Columbus. And only 7 turnovers. Dyson waits. He'll take it. And
Think about Herb Jones.
right, last
That's
year.
the same.
And Herb worked hard.
Social media, you won't see a lot of guys that are willing to do and make.
Finish. Good hands.
It's about the last name.
Season. You want to join us. This is going to be magical. Tales. Pelicans.com/Plowden. Tough.
Well, you know what?
Did
you
he
know
move
that
slide spacing? Martin for 3.
he was.
Good player for the Bulls. And now they gather.
I like seeing here in this building right here and put up bucket.
Their opportunity to be out there now.
Right. Right.
They're back for the step back. Has a good left-handed handle. And
Talon Cheatham is a man.
And Zylan, Krejci sets it up at home.
I like
and
that
he's going
kid,
to the line.
man.
And we talked about how dangerous Chicago. Yeah, the regulars. Brandon Ingram, by the way, but Martin, a good take. Not that guy, though. He might go. Let everybody into the shot clock up. And that'll do it for the preseason tonight. Right away with those two.
Right.
Because
And
they
DeAndre Hunter
complement
as well.
each other because of the skill set. As the swing guys. It'll be Justin. And Brandon spacing. Catch and shoot time. Jalen Johnson. And he came
really well in their last preseason game. Really well forced. This is what preseason is about. It's about getting your young.
So some of the backups now. Okongwu's in their early rotation, though.
Like Okongwu just did.
You know, a lot of guys launch forward. Man, it's an easy catch and shoot and a block. Almost taken away. It is taken away. And they'll let him play.
Second half, not just taking that challenge, getting that steal, and then finish.
He'll let the game come to him. And that's a sign of maturity. Now can you get stops? 2 minutes gone by in the third. Aaron Holiday deep into the shot clock there to start the second half and get the additional minutes for the mere fact. And we'll have it for you, of course, on Bally Sports New Orleans in the third. We saw it in the first half. Jalen Johnson caught in the air off season. Remember, Gallinari was with them the last couple of years. They were thinking about the books, too, because they had extended Herter already on his second and got Okongwu out of position. That frees up the corner three.
If he didn't, Jonas is laying that ball in.
Right. 6-point game. A shot. And leaking out. Going to be Brandon.
That gives him 7 assists right now with 0 turnovers.
Heads up. Guys with their head down.
Yeah. You can have on horse blinders.
Yep. A little bit short. Like some of the adjustments they made in personnel are.
Oh, it's amazing. It's by far the best building in the G.
Together, why you have guys constantly in and out.
The back end, so they have to be accepting of the role. So we do a really thorough job of trying to
work with him on.
Absolutely. I mean, when I met him, I know he's 19.
The downshifting and playing in second and going from second to fifth and down to third. Kind of.
Actually, Dyson and I talked about that on Tuesday before we flew to Miami, and I said his game in that way.
TJ Saint, head coach of the squadron, Pels are down by 4. And Jonas, good look. A lot of people go, well, why did they do that with John Butler? Why did they? He is property of the team that waived him for the G League purpose.
You've been able to work with 6 of our Exhibit 10 contract guys for the last 2 months. With these guys, that's really going to pay dividends once we get to our season.
Move over that 6 to 8 inches. What style do you would you want to?
Because when you're in the G League, you're trying to make the NBA. Your style of basketball. And in the way that Willie Green.
With those guys in the playoffs last year.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, if you're not getting time in the NBA, really good defender. He grew in both of those games.
Yeah, speaking of Jose, with guys like Trey Murphy, they were different mentally when they came. Jose comes down here, he goes 5-0. And when they come back, there's a different
high level, the highest level, and you know this, confidence.
Is everything.
Confidence change your mindset, like you said, and we saw what happened. Goal is still to be a successful NBA head coach one day. I did not think I would get
right. Dyson Daniels does such a good job, which at any basketball camp when you're a child or whatever. Stay in between.
Also into the game for the first time, and on the tape didn't wait. Second team All ACC a couple of years ago. Man, Trey's taking it and sharing it. Larry, opportunity now with a vet, and no. They were worried about breaking the rhythm of the game. Length of Jalen Johnson got the block. Stays in force. And he really has dedicated himself to work on the 3. And Joe Prunty. And a soft touch. And you can see it in the game.
It's to be kind of high on somebody when they're only 20 years old.
Yeah.
For passion, how invested they are, and how reflection of this city, though.
Wrong guy to leave. That was a little flat and spun out. Good movement off the ball. Overpassing right next to the rim for the easy one for Culver. It'll be the mid-range of Larry. Want to thank TJ Saint, coach of the squadron, Culver 5. And he's working in one of the best cities in the G.
This is what is going to make the Pelicans who they are.
That have played for the Pels. Good dive, well timed. Kept alive. They are the Pels team. And Culver. Air ball. And on draft day, as it's given away, distracted him. Najee, little floater.
I love that shit.
Mid-range. And hey, the guy's backpedaling. Put on the brakes.
Right, he's backpedaling.
Ball. Larry clears it away. Nice, Jose. Don't forget, Zion didn't play tonight. Sweet moments for all of us here. Corner 3, Jose. His stroke looks great. Jose in a little two-man game. Good bounce. Larry's got it. Stops. Dyson on the over. Help defense. And we were really enjoying our time. Thanks to everybody in Birmingham. And all. But now the shot clock's down on him. He's still got the mismatch, doesn't he? Devontae, nice lead. Larry on the drive and kick.
Low man rotation of the New Orleans Pelicans. They've been doing a fan of their pass and then trust their teammates to rotate.
Better communication.
But there's a drastic difference when you know a team is, and you know, Aaron talked about Jose's ability and CJ and Jonas Valanciunas, like that's incredibly golf.
It's going to be a poster. Bowling Green.
You know, it doesn't matter. For A.J. Griffin to dunk that basketball, he actually has to go.
A.J., thank you. His dad had a good career.
Nice in State University. Daquan Plowden.
Goodbye, Columbus from Zylan Cheatham. And 3 quarters in a few minutes. Had only 7 turnovers. Dyson waits. He'll take it. And stroke off the charts.
You can say the same thing about Herb Jones.
Right, last year.
That's the same.
And Herb worked hard.
You know, in today's era of social media, you won't see a lot in all these other kind of things. I respect guys that are willing to do and make.
Sebron, who can finish. Good hands.
Of course.
Would you have a Plowden yet?
It's about the last name.
Game suite still available for the upcoming season. You want to join us. This is going to be magical. /premium. All the details. Pelicans.com/dinner. It'll be Plowden. Top. Interesting.
Well, you know what?
Did he move slightly? Good ball movement and spacing. Martin for 3. His dad was a tough player.
He was.
Good player for the Bulls. So the time back on the clock. And now the guy that
I like Sebron. I tell you, he gonna come in here in this building right here and put up bucket.
But it's good to see some of the reserves get their opportunity to be out there now. The pivot foot, but it's preseason. That they're still up there.
Right, right.
Caught in the air. He'll get it back for the step back. He's a righty, and Sebron really has a good left-handed handle. And
of an athlete he was, and Zylan Cheatham is a man.
Good to have him back. Got a setup for Cheatham. This is sweet. We need this. And Johnson, 20th overall last year. It's out of 10 in the shot clock. Zylan. Krejci sets it up. He can get home.
I like
and
that
he's going
kid,
to the line.
man. Go to turn the corner.
And we talked about how dangerous at the end, actually in Chicago.
Right, make them score over top of you.
Yeah, the regulars. Brandon Ingram, by the way, to play. Martin, a good take. Back on their G League team. Not that guy, though. He wants. You heard him in the background a few times tonight. Go, David. Ingram led everybody into the shot clock. I was talking to him before the game. And that'll do it for the preseason.
But I'm ready to get back to New Orleans
Tonight, right away.